everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm here to talk about something really serious today, and that is candy. Yes, candy. Now, I'm going to make some candy, and you might think, oh my gosh, candy is going to be hard, right? I mean, a lot of candies that you would make are going to have, you're going to have to buy a thermometer. You might cook some syrup to a certain temperature. You might need to temper chocolate, which is a little bit involved. So instead, I'm going to show you how to make something that's so easy. Your kids can do it. You can do it with your kids. And you won't even, after you make it once, you'll remember the recipe. It's that simple. Now this recipe is involving sweet potato. And you might say, Robin, are you crazy for sweet potato? Or just, are you crazy? Well, this is actually an invention of Depression era cooks. And the original version was just made from regular white potato. And it was something people made when they were kind of broke. And it was called potato candy. Yep, potato candy. Which sounds sad, but it's so tasty. You're gonna think you're eating, a Mounds bar when it's all over, with a little bit of sweet potato flavor. So you can take this and go crazy if you'd like and start putting pumpkin spice and things like that in there. But I'm just going to show you the basic method. And then if you want to gild the lily, you could even put an almond on top and call it a sweet potato almond joy. But here it is in all its essential, simple glory. So I've just got this 1/4 cup of mashed sweet potato. Didn't even get the food processor out, just mashed it with a fork. And then in goes 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, 3/4 of a cup of shredded unsweetened coconut. Now if you can't find unsweetened coconut where you live, because I've been places where that's hard to find, doesn't matter, but you don't need that. This is plenty sweet. 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. That's right. There we go. Here is our candy. And I'm just stirring it up again with a fork. No fancy tools, no whips, no electrical appliances, just stirring it up. And here we are. It's just that easy. So stirred and ready. There you go. If you've ever made marzipan, you know this is a lot quicker. So to make this, now you can just grab a spoon out of the cupboard, but I've got this little scooper that makes tablespoon-sized scoops. It's a little portion scooper that I use for making truffles. And I'm going to just scoop them onto a plate with some wax paper on it. Now the one thing is that we then have to let them sit for 24 hours in the refrigerator to dry out a little bit more than anything. So you just let the plate sit in the refrigerator uncovered to just sort of form a skin on these little candy fillings. And honestly, that also is very low tech, isn't it? Just, oh yeah, we'll just let it sit there and dry out for a while. And as long as there's nothing overly stinky in your fridge, don't put it next to a raw onion. But okie doke, that'll be the baby one. Luckily, I've got some that I did and already have chilled and ready to go. So super simple. There they are, scooped and ready to go. And before you got here, I melted some dark chocolate. And that was just as easy as putting some water in the bottom of this double boiler, bringing it to a boil, turning it off, and putting in a 4-ounce dark chocolate bar. So you can be as neat and tidy or as professional as you want with this. But I'm just going to start with the dipping. So if you wanted to, you could get crazy and, you know, scoop these into more of a pumpkin shape. And you want to just give it a few taps so that there isn't too much chocolate coming off of there. And I'll just dip and dip and dip. Now that they are magically dipped, I can easily do things like put some of these little sprinkles on. These are these sort of pearls that I have in a set of sprinkles from Christmas time probably, but they work just fine if you want something to kind of set off your chocolate. So here we have our beautiful sweet potato candy made with coconut, powdered sugar, and sweet potatoes. I'll be back when they're ready to be tried. Beautiful candy has chilled and the chocolate has set up nicely. You can see I zhuzhed a little with my little bit of Halloween decor. These are something you can make any time of year, honestly. They're just as good, you know, and it's just as fun and just as easy. So the moment of truth has arrived. I'm gonna have to try one. Look at that beautiful orange coconut sweet potato filling. It's just chewy, sweet, chocolatey. Just can't go wrong with making your own homemade candy. And this one, it's plant-based, it's so easy, anyone can do it. And I think you're gonna wanna make this because when you come to my house, it's all about the flavor.